Jasmine, thanks so much for being with us on People on Work. As you know, I've got three questions for you. And the first one is, what do you like about your work?
There is so much I love about my job and my work. I get to meet new people every day. I'm really curious. Another word for curious is nosy. So if you love knowing about people and seeing how they got to where they got to and what motivates them and what a typical day in their life looks like, and just all of the different locations that I get to go to, all the different red carpets and even private jets. You can be in Parliament one
Wow.
day doing my job, or you can be on, a screening for a new movie the next day. It's just so incredible working in media. The journalist side of it means that you can be talking to Joe Blogs on the street one day about a really serious news story, or you could be doing Vox Pops in the street, or Vox Pops is just when you ask people lots of questions. And another day you could be in Parliament giving evidence to the House of Lords around media and television, or you could have a pop star, as has been my experience, inviting you to jump on their jet and do a video diary with them. So it's really exciting. I love the fact that I meet different people. No 2 days are the same, and it's just really exciting. I say to people, I do for work what most people call fun. So
Yeah,
imagine doing that every day of your life. TV, radio, digital media, the things that you do for fun, I call work. So it means that I get up every day and nothing feels like work.
fantastic, fantastic. You're selling it. I like the sound of it. So there's the second question I've got for you is, how did you start out?
I started out, I didn't have a path laid out like most young people. The pressure was from my teachers and my parents to get good grades in your subjects and your exams. And actually, I just had great teachers that said things to me like, oh, you love media and you love newspapers and magazines and you love music. Well, you can do A levels in that subject, or you can do a degree in that subject. So it was nice that I had teachers that pushed me to the next step until I knew where I was going by myself. So I got my A levels in media, theatre, communications, and dance. And I did the same degree subjects at Roehampton University. Then I wrote off literally what felt like a million letters to companies asking for work experience or an internship. And one of the TV production companies at the time, called Planet 24, wrote back to me and said, yes, you can come in for some work experience. Then I made sure that I was so consistently delightful when I was in there with them that they invited me back to be a runner on the Big Breakfast. And after that, it was just a straight road. I think it's the hardest thing is getting your foot through the door. But once you've got your foot through to that first job, then everything else feels like it's pretty much plain sailing.
Yeah, fantastic. And what would you say about, one of the things that can help, open that door? I mean, you talked about being overwhelmingly delightful once you did get through it, but I mean, is that something? Obviously that helps, but yeah, what helps open that door?
I think we have to remember that everyone is human and everyone wants to be treated with respect. And so being polite and being nice and thinking of how you want people to feel after they've met you. I think sometimes we let a lot of what's in our lives, our worries and our frustrations or whatever's happened that morning to us, impact on the next meeting or the person that we meet. So I got a really good tip early on when I was younger, which was, Jasmine, every time you want to meet someone, think of the feeling you want to leave them with. What's your intention for them? What do you want them to think about you after you've left the room? And so I think, well, I want them to think I'd be great to work with, and I'm really easy, and I'm warm, and I'm welcoming, and I'm diligent and responsible and fun. And, I wanted them to like me, I guess.
Mm.
So I think just being delightful, being polite, being respectful, asking questions, always getting done what you said you would get done, because people in media need to be able to rely on each other. A lot is based on trust. If I'm waiting for a cameraman or a sound man, if they do their jobs right, I get great content. If the sound man doesn't turn up or the sound doesn't work, my whole interview is messed up. So I think it's a lot is to do with dependability and trust and hard skills and soft skills. So a lot of young people that I work with think it's all about the shooting or the editing or the being able to write or the being able to edit great Instagram stories. And that's really important. They're the hard skills. But actually, the soft skills or the life skills that I call them, things like being punctual, being professional, turning up on time, knowing how to have open body language, good eye contact, warm, smiley face, things around public speaking and pitching, understanding your worth and your value, all of those skills married with your hard skills can't fail to get you ahead.
Fantastic, fantastic. And the last question I've got for you today is, what would you say to someone starting out today?
To anyone starting out today, what I'd say is just remember there are so many opportunities and organizations out there that exist now for you to get your foot in the door, like People on Work, giving you this first initial intel around what's available out there and what different jobs exist and what they're like to work with. But there are so many different platforms and they're free. There are courses, there are programs. So for example, in my world, in media, places like the Media Trust, Screen Skills, Roundhouse, Creative Access, Liberty, Fully Focused Films, Million Youth Media, Mama Youth Media. I mean, there are so many different platforms and organizations that get paid to teach people like you how to get in and train you up and pipeline you into great jobs in the future. So make use of them. You don't have to have money. All you have to have is a great mindset, a great attitude, and a willingness to learn and get on.